So yeah, I took sertraline. I just suddenly felt like after several years, about 5 years was it, of going through a lot of hell on my own and coming quite a long way of starting to trust myself, starting to be a little bit bolder, be a bit more sure of myself, and also trusting my partner and getting over all that stuff. So I felt like I'd kind of come as far as I could go, or I'd done a lot of the work myself without anything, without any drugs, without any alcohol, without any help from anybody really. Yeah, there was no help. So I felt like I'd done like the brunt of it myself. And yeah, I was still having anxiety attacks though. It's like the wiring in my brain. It was still like hypervigilant sometimes in certain situations. I'd still have panic attacks and stuff. So I just could not shake it off. And it was worrying because sometimes I just thought, am I ever going to get out of this? Like, I feel better now, so why am I still doing this, you know? So yes, in the end, I felt ready to try taking some medication. And I'd heard about sertraline and I'd heard some really bad stuff. I had a friend that had a really bad reaction, actually a couple of friends that had really bad reaction from it, and it didn't help them at all. And at first I was a bit like, ooh, sertraline, heard of that, not sure about that. But I had a good feeling about it. I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to give it a go. And my God, I had a really weird experience actually, because they say it takes like 3 weeks to kick in or something. And on the first day, I took the tablet, went to my swimming teacher job, and it kicked in like as I got there. And I was rushing, like I felt this rush of energy going through my body, and I started to feel quite high, and like everything like looked a bit fuzzy. I felt that rushy feeling, quite good feeling, but like disconcerting because I was teaching children and I felt like I'd done some drugs, and that's weird for me. So it was a very strange feeling. I've been teetotal for years, so yeah. And I thought, oh, can I teach like this? Anyway, I went out, had a really good swimming lesson actually. It was really good. It all went really well. Had a good laugh with the children, and yeah, it went very well. And for the next couple of weeks, I proceeded to feel really quite high and stuff, like immediately, right from the off. I was chatting crap to people at work, and they were looking at me a little bit weird, like, it's got into her sort of thing. So yeah, oh my God, that was funny. I did have some negative side effects in that I think I felt quite queasy, if I remember rightly, and headachy for the first couple of weeks. It was all the kind of side effects. If any of you lived through the rave years and did any chemicals back then you might recognise some of the side effects of being quite wide-eyed, being quite sensitive to light, having that kind of headache, feeling a bit sick, completely off my food, all that kind of stuff. But I thought, ooh, I remember that feeling, but accompanied by also some good feelings. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to hang in there, just going to trust it and go with it. And luckily for me, after 2 or 3 weeks, that all kind of settled right down. And the only thing I did have, I had the clenching of the jaw, so I'd like crunching my teeth sometimes, so that lasted a bit longer. But other than that, all the other side effects went away for me, and I felt like my mood was much better and I'd stabilised, so I felt a bit more, I just felt more relaxed again, like a normal kind of baseline level. Whereas my baseline had become quite elevated, like I was always felt a bit on the edge. The sertraline just helped me feel more relaxed and comfortable, and just happy, you know, like a normal kind of happy, healthy person. So that was really nice. It gave me a break from myself, a break from my mind that had become kind of, I know there's a lot of thought these days about how depression and anxiety is not a chemical imbalance. But it felt to me like it was a chemical imbalance or something, and it has been rectified by the sertraline to a large degree. So yeah, that's kind of my story, and yeah, now all is good. Anyway, I'm running out of space on my phone, so I might have to